the young men and the young men of the Gambia. I thank you very much. The young people of this country have now decided that they will control the destiny of this country. Young men and young men of this country they have indicated that the United Democratic Party is the party to be entrusted with the running the affairs of this country. Thank you very much.
What I saw today, mass What I saw today is history in the Gambia. It has never happened. And I believe it is only the United Democratic Party that can pull a crowd of this size. Thank you, people of the Gambia. When I left here on the 1st of October on this tour, I tasked myself the responsibility of explaining to the Gambian people UDP's 5-point agenda. But when we got to Berendin, we discovered that the people of Nyumi are very much au fait with the 5-point agenda. They know that it is 5-point agenda that will carry the Gambia forward. So we have no problem going today. From Branding, Songkunda, it was all the same. The reception was good and the hospitality great. But we found some very interesting things. Young people as old as 6 years were there saying, IG, oh, IG. Today in Cambodia, Medina, I saw two young boys. I believe they must be of the same age with my grandchildren, Lamin Jane and Seni Jane. One of them is called Suwaibu Sise and the other Modu Cham. They were in the crowd singing and dancing and say, Ale Konsaje, IG o IG. And I asked, Kumale Bejila. And I asked them, Munayad na baro Bejila. And you know what they said? He sleeps all the time. He sleeps all the time, so IG. But I think there is a great prospect for this nation. When I see young people like you showing interest in the affairs of this country, it gives me courage. It in fact pushes me further to ensure that what we promise to the people of the Gambia is what we deliver to them. From Lamin I've been asking Ahmad Sane, what are we going to do? Shouldn't we start something? And we don't want to wait for nomination to start really doing for the Gambian youth, for the Gambian women, what should be done for them when we get office in 2022. We are going to start working on that, working on the programs, working on strategies to ensure that youth employment, youth empowerment is a reality in this country. It's not a matter of... And among that crowd, I saw a man, he's as small as myself, but I believe he must be as old as my elder brother Konkoba, Darboe. He was running with the youth and singing, and I called him. His name is Kenyima Fati. I asked him, why? Why was he not at the house? He said, "Ni mubangudo quality, mobile nyanta funtila, kana kaloife, mobile nyanta jaleko, mansukunda membijanto, ay bojanto kati manga Gambian kol munafa fenna." He could just have waited for the 4th of December to go and register his vote in favor of the United Democratic Party. But he chose to go out to demonstrate how much he wants a change of government in this country, which will, of course, inevitably lead to a change of system. This is a task he assigned himself, and I believe each and every one of us here, and every any Gambian who is really interested in the welfare of this nation, will task himself or herself with such a noble idea. We must all come together. We must all determine the destiny of our country on the 4th of December, and we must do so responsibly. We don't have to be driven by sentiments. We have to be driven by our sense of patriotism to save our country from catastrophe. Our nation is failing. We don't want, in the next 5 years, for this country to be ruled or managed by men who have no clue of what governance is all about, who have no clue of what proper economic management is all about. We, the United Democratic Party, offer you just the best government that you can have in Africa. That is what we offer you. And I want to thank you all for your enduring support. We are going to do it together. I cannot do it alone. I have to do it with you. And every idea coming from every youth of this country, from every woman, from every man, is an idea that will be received by ourselves, and we will look at them dispassionately and see how much of it we can use. This we promise the Gambian people. We are not going to be running our government as if we are the ones who have monopoly of knowledge, who have no monopoly of ideas. Every Gambian has an idea as how he wants the country to be run. And I must say that on the 1st of November, we're going to be registered. I'm going to be nominated. We have done we are doing the preparatory acts for the nomination, and I'm now happy to announce to you that the so-called reason why they believe Ousainou will not be nominated no longer holds. I tell you that I have, I think on the 26th of October, is it 26th or I think 16th of October, I have got my income tax clearance certificate. And in the next couple of days, I'm going to prepare a declaration of my assets, which I'll submit to the IEC before the 1st of November, my nomination date, so that those people who want to take objection, who want to go to court to challenge Ousainou Darboe's nomination, they are free to do so. They will find Ousainou Darboe on a terrain that is very familiar with, more familiar with than any of them. They will find me there, and we will teach them what happens to busybodies. So, on the 1st of November, I want to see all of you out again. And in fact, I have asked the Gambian women to nominate me, or at least a majority of the Gambian women to nominate me. Because women play a very important role in the politics of this country. I want to finally thank our drivers. They've been very careful, and there's been very long drives. Our security, the media, who have really shown us to the world, who have made sure that the world sees and hears us on this tour. We cannot say thank you enough. We are grateful. You are our partners, and we will continue to be in this partnership even when we are in government. I also want to thank those members of the executive who accompanied me and gave me good companionship during the period of the tour. Our hosts and hostesses throughout the country, from Brandon to Nuuk to Sonkunda, to Karantaba in Kiang, to Jarumekuta, to Nukunda, all those places where we were well treated. We thank all of them. And hopefully in the next few weeks, maybe in the next 2 weeks or so, we will hit another campaign trail. And this one would be, we'll go along with our weapons of mass destruction. We'll make sure that there will be no vestiges of NPP in this country. We'll make sure of that. We'll make sure that NPP is humiliated in this country. And we'll make sure that NPP does not compete with United Democratic Party in any way, whether in terms of ideas, whether in terms of policies, or in terms of pulling crowds. They will never compare. They will never come and compete with us. I'm a very modest person. I'm a very humble person. But who can compare me with Adama Barrow? Who can compare me with Adama Barrow?
Nobody.
At least, even if I didn't go to university, I have gone to the 6th form.
But it's not law.
So, Gambians, you cannot make a mistake of electing that man, a man who goes to the United Nations and say 72 seconds,
Only one.
or only one. When he wants to say human rights, he tells you human rights. I think that's the difference. So you want to have a dedicated leadership. You want to have an educated leadership. You want to have a knowledgeable leadership. You want to have a leadership that is not cowed by his ministers, because his ministers are intellectually more superior than him. My ministers, none of my ministers can really overawe me with their degrees or with their professional qualification. Because we are the same match, if I'm not better than them. But I will thank all of you and say, please, from now on, and for the next several years, let us all conduct ourselves with decorum. Let us all be law-abiding. Let us all eschew violence. Let's not give in to provocation. They will provoke you. But it's for you to resist the provocation. It is for you not to give in to the provocations. Because that is the only way they can try and succeed if there's in postponing the elections or holding the elections under a situation of public emergency, which we will never allow. You want to make sure that these elections are conducted violence-free, and on the 5th of December, we start our celebrations, 5th, 6th, and 7th, and on the 8th, work starts. That's what I advise you to. I just kind of manglan you. Alhamdulillah, yaa ñu ebal nga ne nañ dem doxantu ji ci réew mi yaa ñu ebal ne nañ dem fekke askan bi waxtaan ak ñoom du méngoo ci suñu 5-point agenda dem nañ ci jàmm ñibis nañ ci jàmm fuñ dem karanga rek la fa fekk Gambian si gis naa ne bare nañu pour wecce government bi fi nekk Gambian si pare nañu liggéeyal ak UDP moo nekk ci xeli Gambian si UDP moo nekk ci xoli Gambian si UDP moo nekk ci xalaati Gambian si liñ yaakaar buñ am mooy UDP te dig nañu ne on the 4th of December dina jox UDP carte ba réew mi yëpp kontaan te nge gërëm suñ drivers yi media bi security ci seen taxawaay ci too bi in fact sant nañ yàlla lool parce que bési mawlud bi mu ñu fekkoon LRR bés boobu nag nangu ñoo def benn meeting liggéey oromal yonente Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam waaye nag dem nañ ci këriñ sëriñ yi fa nekk dem nañ Pakaliba dem nañ Suwarekunda dem nañu Sutukung dem nañu Masembe ñëpp nañ dem maa ñaan ci kër waa sëriñ yoon de nañ ñaanal réew mi parce que moo gën a am solo jàmm sax ci réew mi te ñaanal na réew mi ñaan boo xam ne yaakaar na ne yàlla dina ko nangu ñëw nañ ak jàmm ñëw nañ ak kontaan bi break waaye nag am na daal yoo xam ne daal dafa daw suma yaram ay xaleel yoo xam ne mutuñ fukki at ñuy wax nee na wecceeku am en fait boori Kémuje gis naa juróom benn xaleel ak seen kili ak seen fan ak seen papa o seen maam ñu taxaw ci route side bi ma leen ooye bi ñëwee seen papa di wax ne dimbalee ñu àddina Gambia dafa jafe-jafe dafa bari Gambia dimbalee ñu Gambia dafa difficult xale bi tam door di wax ne Gambia bataali be Gambia te xam na xale boobu oo na ma yàlla mais kooku amangu 5 years waaye lim dëgga kilifam di wax loolu la doon répété loolu nag man ak yéen suñu responsabilité la pour ñu gis ne xale boobu ak moromam yi buñ wax ak loolu ak seen jimi xale boobu ak moromam yi li ñoo wax ci Gambia mooy Gambia dafa neex maa yow
loolu lay war a def suñu liggéey ñu def ko te yaakaar naa ne on the 4th of December loolu di ngeen ko def am na di sant ka suma kutale fak suma man kutang fano kita so lafta kal beta dukal jay najala ko Gambia funding kewlu najala Gambia funding kewlu mam pare katu koma Gambia funding kewlu e pare tale man sakunda membe marala ya decide adu sobital ka ko ya decide ko United Democratic Party wal be marlo kala jimba Gambia funding kewlu dena tele bedenna na banko nyin ka doku atellam nyim banko semboti atellam nyim banko nyin jiko ma telleti atellam na lulu wata atellam na sanoti wato atel wala atel na tel fanta ma fani kono na 5-point agenda na la ko kuma yandi jeto in fact atellam agenda number 1 kado ne fani ko ba fala ko do ko ha do ko nyanta sotlale bare fo mo mo nyanta tale do ko ke faye du moye o ka do ko ke faye ngamira dele lafta menna wolo Gambia fondi ke bumba be isi do ko ke fange eta kala mola motat kala la bosti e fanle ke fan la bosti adu be men sot la woto ngaji di ka ko wol be sale la kardo ba alika den nanyem banko nga bondi mamira mo bafula ko ibentani min sama men ka ni be nyoboro kala mamira asakeni mo sakeni pour naye kan compare ni londo lo tele londo wata ni experience lo tele experience wata nun dunia long lo tele dunia long wata wato on the 4th of December at the moment tombena o manna na kala mo molete na manke loya Ousainou ni ko ala
Yo,